Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me once a week. I'm obsessed with constant and never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe now so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to the 12th episode of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I hope this finds you on a good day. I know it is kind of challenging right now, and I'm finding for myself, and I've also heard from others that some days are really good and some days are harder because we're all going through this quarantine situation because of the coronavirus. And it's been a struggle for most of us. So I have a story for you. There's this little boy, and he was walking through the woods, and he came upon a caterpillar. And as little boys do, he picks him up and takes him home. When he gets home, he asks his mom if he could keep him. Well, his mom said yes, but only if you care for him as you need to. And of course, the little boy does and builds the terrarium and all that stuff for him. Well, one day, the caterpillar climbs one of the twigs in his terrarium and starts acting funny. The boy's alarmed and calls his mom, and his mom comes in and explains to him, well, he's making a cocoon, and he's soon going to turn into a butterfly. Well, this fascinates and excites the little boy even more, and now he just sits watching it all take place. Finally, he sees a little hole emerge in the cocoon, and the boy, he sees the little life trying to struggle to break free out of the cocoon. In fact, it's struggling so much that the boy is worried. He's worried that it'll hurt itself or, worse yet, fail to break out. So he decides that he's going to help it. So he takes scissors and he makes the hole bigger, and out comes the butterfly easily. Except it isn't beautiful and flying. It isn't able to fly. Its wings are small and not fully developed because the struggle that he was going through is part of the process of forming his wings. See, what the boy failed to realize is it's actually the struggle that makes the butterfly whole. It's the struggle that forms its wings into what they need to be to flourish. The reason I tell this is because there's a huge lesson here. What are you struggling with right now? What are you working towards right now that has you struggling? Beyond quarantine, we're all dealing with that, and that's a whole new situation. But do you have something that is forcing you to come up with new ways of making it work? New challenges? My hope for each one of you, including me, is that we all have a challenge right now. I know that may sound weird, but I mean it in a good way. There's a reason that P.T. Barnum said comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort can be very addictive. I know it can be addictive for me as well, but it isn't going to make us grow. In order to grow, we have to be doing something that we haven't done before, to do something that we don't know how to do, to struggle. And that struggle will shape us. It makes us stronger. The struggles that we've had in life to date are what has really shaped us into who we are today. So with quarantine or any major crisis we go through, because this isn't going to be the last, what are we learning? How can we come out on the other side better? What changes will we make? And what is the struggle teaching us? What muscle is it building? I've noticed for me that it's more important than ever to have a routine and stick with it. I've also noticed that what I feed my mind is equally important as a routine because it really shapes what I'm focusing on. And what I focus on multiplies and drives the actions that I take each day. So what are you focused on? What is driving you each day? What new strength is this struggle building for you? Now is the time to take action on that dream that you've always wanted but didn't have the time or the confidence to start. Embrace the struggle and recognize that the reason something is hard is because, well, you haven't done it before. Of course it's going to be hard. That's how I know when I'm on the right journey or path in life is when, even though it's hard, there's no way I would give up. Remember from Monday's podcast, if you listen to that, the only way that you fail is if you quit or you never start. One of my mentors, Toby Fairley, says you either succeed or you learn. There's no failure as long as you learn. I really like that, and I've really felt that when she said it. Another thing that I love is Sarah Blakely, who's the CEO of Spanx. She said that when she was younger, her dad would ask her every day, "What did you fail at today?" Because he knew if she was failing, she was trying something new. He would actually high five her for a particularly spectacular failure. I love that so much. It taught her not to be afraid of failure, because fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons people never start something new. Think about that. Fear is universal. I mean, you're not alone. Everybody has fear at one point or another. But I can tell you this, you're different. You're special. You're part of the wildly successful lifestyle team, and you're meant to do that thing you've dreamt of doing. Don't let fear of failure or the struggle stop you. Let it fuel you. Okay, guys, I hope this got you fired up and ready to go. We can do this. Love you all, and I will talk to you in a few days.